Hello there, welcome back. This segment is a meditation that, as promised, that I offered in my last video, where we are going to do a little meditation on calling back our energy. And it's just a simple, probably take about 15 minutes or so. Simple little video. A smudge here for a sec. Allowing just allowing yourself to take a nice deep breath, just kind of coming back into your center, into your body. If you have some smudge or essential oils, for me, I'm very olfactory driven, so I really love um, the reminder of centering and groundedness and peacefulness. So I have here this little smudge bowl where I keep the sage and some cedar that we harvested from my property here. Maybe one of these days I'll take you on a walk around the property. But lots of different tribes and traditions use different types of smudge. I'm in California, so sage is available here, white sage. I'm actually Cherokee, and we use a lot of cedar and a lot of tobacco for not necessarily for smudge, but for the medicines that we use on a daily basis. So sage is not necessarily traditional to the Cherokee. It doesn't necessarily grow in Oklahoma and North Carolina, but here we are in California, transplants like a lot of folks, and this is what we have available to us. So so I have a really strong relationship with sage, but you can feel free to use whatever it is. Some folks like Palo Santo, some folks like to use some essential oil blends, whatever it is that works for you, for your culture, for your people, and whatever makes you feel grounded and centered. So this practice that we're going to do today is adapted. It's an adapted practice that I use sometimes in my work with Native folks. So it's derived a little bit from somatic archaeology, which is Dr. Ruby Gibson's work, but also my grandmother, who taught me how to meditate when I was like 21 years old, I think. A little bit of this meditation is also part of the practice that I learned directly from her. So I'm happy to share it with you. So we're going to go ahead and just get comfortable in our seat. Take a nice deep breath. And I like to invite folks to make the exhale twice as long as the inhale. So just really slowing down your breath. So nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And again, really slowing down your mind, slowing down your body. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. I'd like you to imagine a cylinder of white light all around your body, which is about 3 feet out. Could be bigger than that, but 3 feet is sufficient. And imagine this tube of white light going all the way down to the center of the earth, all the way up into the star nations. So you're feeling connected as high as you can spiritually and as deep as you can into the earth. And again, we're going to take a nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And again, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And in this moment, I'd like you to call back all of the energy of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, calling back your energy that maybe was just scattered, energy that was maybe given away in situations where maybe it shouldn't have been, or um, energy that you left somewhere because of a trauma or because of an argument that you had with someone, or maybe a situation you were trying to control, or yeah, so we're just gonna make an intention to call back any sort of excessive energy that's been spent unwisely in other places. And we're going to reclaim that energy because we can recycle it and reuse it for our own healing. Okay. So that also includes, judgmental and negative thoughts we might have had about folks, um, or even about ourselves, you know, any kind of chaotic energy, stress related to work, any of that kind of stuff. I'm going to call it all back in. And don't worry if you feel like, oh no, I'm going to have, no, it's okay. We're just going to ground it right into the earth right now. So this tube of white light that we have all around us, we're just going to act, it's going to act like a magnet. And it's going to call all this energy back and you're going to feel it go straight down, just like a grounding rod, straight down into the earth. And just like our body has layers, skin, bones, blood, organs, right? The earth has layers too. It has the dirt layer, it has the stone layer, it has the water layer, even molten lava kind of fire layer, right? So I want you to think about which of those elements might really help you ground this energy right now. So when we think of the dirt layer, we're thinking of like something that can change pretty easily. It's pretty surface changeable, right? But we also grow food in that layer and we grow medicines in that layer. So there's a lot of rich nurturing in that layer as well as the ability to learn and to change. And in the stone layer, I'm just going with you through these layers in my mind and in my body. And that stone layer, we call them, in the Cherokee traditions, we call them the stone people. And think about how many millions of years the stone people have been here. How many different eras the stones have seen and the different types of information, if they could tell you a story, right? Different types of information that's actually stored in the stone layer. But a lot of folks like to ground into the stone layer because that layer is, there's a structure and a stability and a longevity to it that really help us to feel grounded and safe in the midst of a lot of change. Okay. And then the next layer is the water layer. So the aquifers. So we're just going to notice the cool energy of that water, the healing waters, and the movement of those waters and the cleanliness of those waters. So we use water for cleansing rituals as well. And then the fire element, that alchemical element of transformation, of changing something from one form into another, right? So I'm not going to tell you which one to ground into, but you choose one that works for you. And again, we're calling all that energy back into ourselves, sending it down into the earth. And just remember, the earth isn't burdened by this. The earth knows what to do with that energy, knows how to recycle that energy, okay? So I like to imagine my feet in one of those layers, except maybe the fire. But we can stand next to the fire and really appreciate the energy of that flame and how it transforms. Okay, so we're going to take a nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And again, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And one more time, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And bringing your attention back into your body. Just really giving yourself permission to settle, to center into your body. And now I'd like you to notice what's happening kind of above you and all around you. Bringing our attention to the star nations, to our ancestors, to our spirit helpers, to those that have come before us, and all of the lifetimes of energy, of wisdom, of teaching, of knowledge that's available to us as we connect with our ancestors. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And if there's a particular ancestor that you would call on, now would be the time. And in this tube of white light that's all around you, it's all the way up into the star nations, all the way down into the center of the earth. I want you to rest in this feeling of comfort that nothing can come into this tube of white light without being completely transformed into divine love. So there is no worry here for any lower vibrational energies to come in. They aren't welcome, and you can state that out loud. You know, only the divine love is welcome here. Only energies and ancestors and spirit helpers of the highest love vibration are welcome here. We're going to anchor that in our body. Nice deep breath. Slow, control, exhale. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. Okay. So I'd like you to imagine yourself surrounded by your spirit helpers, surrounded by your ancestors, with your feet firmly grounded in this layer of the earth that you have chosen. And really feeling centered and aligned here in your body. And I'd like you to just notice and pay attention to what's happening around you. Sometimes we are also visited by one of our animal relatives, one of our spirit animals, or one of our plant relatives, a particular medicine plant that maybe wants to offer its energy for you. Sometimes it's an angel or an archangel. Whatever it is that works for your culture of origin. The idea here is to be present with your breath, be present with your ancestors, and to re-qualify this energy of success. I mean, there's a celebration happening here, right? There's a celebration of you've really overcome something. You've done something that maybe none of your ancestors have ever done in any of their lifetimes. Maybe nobody in your family in this lifetime has accomplished it either. And maybe very few on this planet have even accomplished it. So there's a huge celebration. And as your ancestors and spirit helpers gather around you, this is the time to offer honoring of the help and support that we've been given to get this far along our journey. We didn't do this alone. So we're going to anchor this honoring. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And again, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. We're just going to take a few moments of gratitude, and either in your mind or out loud, really like you to thank those spirit helpers and ancestors who helped you get this far on your journey, who helped you through this beautiful journey of success that you're on, and this huge thing that you've accomplished in your life. So if any one of these ancestors wasn't alive or didn't make it, you wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't have had this opportunity, right? All of the things that they triumphed over, all of the challenges that they endured so that you could be here and have this beautiful human experience. So we offer gratitude. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And again, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. And one more time, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. And so just noticing this beautiful divine love just penetrating every cell of your body, just requalifying any residual chaos, any residual stress, any doubt, guilt, shame, all of those feelings that sometimes we go through when we have success, when we have overcome, and when we have experienced beauty and joy and happiness, and there's still all of this suffering going on in the world. And sometimes it's hard for us to really take it all in, take in the success, take in the beauty, take in the that self-love, you know, the pride in what you've created and what you've accomplished. So we're going to take a nice deep breath, really allowing yourself to receive divine love, divine gratitude for yourself. Nice deep breath, receiving energy, slow, controlled exhale. And again, nice deep breath, slow, controlled exhale. And again, we're going to take a nice deep breath, really anchoring in this self-love, divine love, current of energy deep in our cellular structure. Slow, controlled exhale. I'd like you to notice if there are any animal helpers in your spirit realm here. If there are any plant relatives making themselves known to you. Are there any intuitions or narratives or stories that are coming into your mind of what might help you in this integration of accomplishments. It's in these moments where you might think that you're just having a thought, but sometimes it really is an intuition. We're learning to trust, and we're learning to really listen to that intuition, to that inner voice, the part of us that is connected to our higher self, to all that is. There are no coincidences here. There are no accidental thoughts in the space of divine love. Only messages for you, for your healing, for your centering. Nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. Again, nice deep breath. Slow, controlled exhale. So at this time, we're going to thank the ancestors for coming, thanking our spirit helpers and our ancestors always for having our back, for being there with us in our times of need, for paving the way and making our path forward easier. Really anchoring that gratitude into our bodies. And whenever you feel ready, you can either pause the video now and stay in this space a bit longer. You can open your eyes, come back into the room. Let your eyes adjust to the light. Just know that you've created this beautiful space inside of you for centering, grounding, and that you can return back to this space at any time. Really at any time. We always have access to this part of us that is connected to source, is connected to creator, to universe. And I'm just inviting you, inviting us to come back to this space every day as often as we can, to stay grounded, to stay centered, to stay in gratitude, and to really anchor the energy of accomplishment into our cellular structure, into our DNA, because you worked so hard to get to this place. And there's so many different directions that our psyche can go. And this is to help us come back to center and remind ourselves to be of service. So thank you for being here. Always a pleasure. And I will see you in the next video.